if it can work out for some, why can't it work out for me? Just try and incorporate this phrase into your life. Why not me? Hi YouTube, it's Adira here and welcome back to another video. Have you ever heard the saying you are what you eat? Or you are also what you think? And whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you are correct. In my previous videos, I've always been talking about mindset and how it is very important in your personal finance journey. So I decided to do a short video kind of explaining what I mean and how you can actually change your mindset today. I'm going to share 4 ways you can change your mindset, with the first being changing your environment. So I'm just going to read a fun fact for us here. Did you know that goldfishes never grow larger than 6 inches when they are kept in fish tanks? While when they are in the wild, goldfish can reach up to 14 inches. That's wild, right? Basically, the fish can never outgrow its environment, and that also applies to a lot of us. You cannot want better for yourself if you do not even know that there is better out there. Changing your environment is the first step that you should actually take when you want to change your mindset, because you have to first expose yourself to things that you are not used to. You have to start trying to rewrite your subconscious, and you do that by creating an environment that allows you to understand that what you want is attainable. If you grew up in an environment where nobody ever went to school, or an environment where nobody ever travels out of the country, then that is where your belief will most likely stop. You'd see it as probably unattainable or impossible. That's why you have to surround yourself or make friends with people that have done certain things that you don't think you'll ever be able to achieve, because it opens you up to a whole new world. The second thing you can do to change your mindset is forming new habits. Like they say, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If you truly want to be rich in life, you need to form habits. You need to do what the rich does. You cannot expect waking up around 10, 11 o'clock and sleeping by maybe like 6, 7 and expect to be rich. You cannot expect to not invest in yourself or invest in courses, invest in reading books that allow you, that explain basically what personal finance is, books that talk about investment, books that talk about savings and budgeting, or even watching videos like this and expect that you're just all of a sudden going to wake up and be rich. You have to form new habits. You have to, okay, this is the person I want to be. You have to start showing up as that person that you want to be. Without forming these new habits, all you're going to want is just a wish. It's the action that you do that allow wishes to come true, or your wishes to turn into actual goals and reality. Okay? The third step to changing your mindset is to actually seek out mentors that are living the life that you want to live. You have to learn the things that they did. How did they get to where they are? Then after you've learned and understand, try and replicate that in your own while still being original and sticking to your own story. You have to understand, you have to basically track and mirror actions of people that are living a life that you want to get to. So basically, if you want to be someone that is financially independent and you can probably travel, you should seek out mentors that are currently living the life you want to live. You should see how they were able to achieve that and replicate that so that you can have success in your own life. And the fourth step is to dream big and visualize success. You have to intentionally rewrite negative, intrusive thoughts. Instead of thinking that, oh, certain things cannot happen for me, certain things cannot work out for me, you have to rewrite this in your mind and say, okay, if it can work out for someone, if it can work out for someone, why can't it work out for me? Just try and incorporate this phrase into your life. Why not me? If certain people can achieve success in certain areas or certain fields or certain industries, why can't you achieve success as well? It takes the same amount of energy to be negative as it takes to be positive. So why not invest your energy in being positive instead? Dream big, visualize success. Every day you wake up, you tell yourself that you can actually achieve it, you can actually be rich, you can actually make money. And then before you know it, you start living in your reality, you start living in your subconscious affirmations. Okay? So the thing I like to do is to go over all the steps that I mentioned. So let me just read them out here on my phone. First thing is to change your environment. You can only grow as big as your environment. Second thing is to form new habits. You cannot expect to keep doing the same things you are doing and expect money to just fall on your lap. You have to invest in yourself. If it's by taking courses, if it's by going extra mile, if it's by waking up earlier, if it's by grinding a little bit harder, The third thing you have to do is to also actively seek out mentors and see people that are living the life that you're trying to live. Also try and mirror them and replicate them in your current life. And then the fourth and final thing is continuously dream big and visualize success. Always tell yourself that if something can happen to someone, it can also happen to you. Always and always be, I mean, I understand that you have to be realistic in sometimes, but there's nothing wrong with being optimistic. And rather than falling into your intrusive thoughts of, oh, certain things cannot happen for me, certain things don't work out for me, I'm unlucky, blah blah blah, try and rewrite those narratives too. It can work out for me, it will work out for me. And then honestly, you just see your life change. I've mentioned this in a previous video and I'll continue to mention it. The universe does conspire to help us when we believe certain things. That's why if you believe that you are an unlucky person or believe that you always lose money, you subconsciously find yourself in the acts that allow you to lose money because you're trying to reaffirm that belief in your mind. You're trying to find things that prove that okay, you're right, certain I'm unlucky, this doesn't happen to me. But when you start thinking differently that okay, I'm lucky, things happen to me, things work out for me, blessings come to me, then your mind starts trying to find things and like you start positioning yourself in that in a way that things can actually work out for you rather than unconsciously sabotaging yourself. So those are the four steps you can take today to actually change your mindset. Your mindset is very, very, very important. If you believe you can and if you believe you can't, you are both right. Ever since I heard that saying, it has changed my mind. It just basically means that if you believe you can do something, you're right. If you believe you can't do something, you're right. Because wherever your belief lies, those are like the actions that will drive you. If you are I can't do this thing, you're never going to do it because you have not motivated yourself enough to do it. Your brain is going to mentally tell you that you can't do this, you can't achieve it. But if you believe you can, your brain is going to push you to believe that you can do certain things. So if you don't take anything from this video, just take this saying of whether you believe you can or you can't, you are correct. So it's up to you to determine which one you want to be correct in. Alright guys, so that concludes the end of the video. Hope you actually learned something. Please don't forget to like the video, share, subscribe, and if you're feeling generous, you can turn on that post notification bell as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.